Our first rider up is Ryan, and he's from Swan Lake. He rides a hyperlight board, and he can pretty much do everything that's on this paper.
Okay, here he comes. Actually, Pontoon, if you could move to the side of the river, we got a tournament coming through here. Real slow, though. That'd be awesome. Okay, we got Ryan throwing down here. Anna, what's he doing?
A flip.
All right, we have to stop. We'll probably give Ryan a rewrite in that portion of his trick. Yeah, thank you, Pontoon. If you go to the other side over there by Rhonda in web footer.
Ryan's back up, doing some carving, and he did a heel side flip. I didn't see what it was, so I'm just gonna say back roll. Yeah. Wow, he tried to do a toe side 5 something, and that was pretty good. Joe Weiner, and his favorite drink is mustard. Actually, never mind. His favorite drink is Monster, not mustard. Joe did a big heel side 360. He's cutting hard on his toes for a scarecrow. Ollie 180. Good job, Joe. And a nice tantrum with a grab. He did a cool front roll. And he's down on a 540. Joe's back on the water for his second pass, and he's cutting in hard on his toe side for another fall. Good job, Joe. Jack McCulley. He is 11 years old, and this is his first wakeboard tournament. He can do, his favorite trick is a quadruple tantrum, mine too. And his favorite drink is lukewarm water. Zach McCulley just did a toe side front roll. This is his first pass, cutting in on his heels for a fall. Good try, Zach. And Zach's back up on the water. Zach just landed a toe side scarecrow. Oh. Zach just did a tantrum, and he's cutting in on his toes for a toe side back roll. Wow. Oh, he fell on a 360. Good try, Zach. Pass, and he does a heel, what's it called? A tantrum. Oh, whoa. Indy Stiffy. A back roll. Scarecrow now. Oh, Ollie 180. Best trick today. A shifty. And he's surfing the wave. Wow, Stefan cut in for a huge rally. Cutting hard toe side for a nice toe side jump. Go Stefan! Wow. Wow. He did a flip. Go Stefan! Stefan's cutting really hard for a toe side 540, I think. Stefan can hear you, so cheer for him. Good try, Stefan. Our last rider for Outlaw is Chris Full. He is currently the leader with Monster Energy points. Chris Full just did a back roll. He's cutting in on his toes for a front roll. just did a backside 180. A roll to revert. Just did a toe side flip that I wasn't looking at. Wake to wake 180 for Chris. Chris just did another flip. Coming in on his toes for a scarecrow. A switch scarecrow, I mean. Waving to the crowd for a rally. Wow, that's a big rally. Oh, and he's down on a rally again. A switch crypt, I mean.
Whatever, one big item. There's a Fox Girl shirt, a Fox Girl shirt. There's no, guess who got signature? You get to pick one big item. Okay, who's next? Brian Zale. Yep, Brian, you get something. And then Ryan Christofferson, you got it. Okay, any riders? Did we miss anybody's name? Any riders? Hey, Kayla, you get to too. You worked hard in the thing, in the pickleball. Okay, very good. Thank you, Joe. All right, perfect timing. We got Mikey Conradi, last year's winner, Team Hyperlight, Fort Fremont, rocking down in Florida now, trained by Gordy. If you want to get some lessons, check with Gordy here a little later. Gordy's going to make...
And girls, you're going to want to turn your attention to the water for semi-pro rider Mikey Conradi. Up-and-coming rider from southern Wisconsin. Started riding with me when he was about 9 years old, and now the student has become the teacher. As Jeff said, Mikey's living down in Orlando year-round now, which is kind of the wakeboard mecca of the world. Training with some really good riders down there, learning some new tricks. I'm kind of excited to see what he's got for us. Mikey getting some good water here, coming in heel side, coming in hot. Indie tantrum, floaty, big. That's his style, making everything look easy. Coming back in toe side for a nose grab, toe side back roll. That's a pretty difficult trick to get the grab up on the front like that. That was a Moby Dick. That's a tantrum with a handle pass backside 3. Pretty technical trick. Not very easy to land, but he's sticking it. Coming back with chromo, went for a grab on that, got it. Check, done. And tantrum to blind to finish it off. Pretty solid run. Free ride pass number 2. Setting up heel side for something big. Little method, that's a trick that's a lot harder than it looks. Coming back in toe side for a Tootsie Roll, that is a front roll with a handle pass backside 1. Flipping it back around to come back in heel side. Oh, let's hear it for Mikey. He can hear you, folks. That was a shifty poke, heel side 5. Definitely a hard trick. It's pretty easy to slip back out on your heels. That's not easy for me to say on that trick. Mikey will be giving autographs when he's done. $5 a handshake, $1 a smile. Month is, you can see that current that we've got out there. I mean, Mikey probably floated down 200 feet from that fall. Tom has been doing a really good job today keeping the speed right for going upstream, going back downstream, and just making sure that wake is consistent for the guys. Here's Mikey. That Supra coming back out of the water pretty quick. One thing that's really cool on that boat is they've incorporated the surf tabs into the launch system. So when you start, all the tabs on the boat go down and help it get up on plane. And then when it gets up to about 20 miles an hour, they go back up, and you can just feel the back of that boat drop into the water and create a really nice wake. Conradi show is back into full effect, coming in on the right side of the course again. He's got some good water. I think we're going to see some big and technical stuff here. Mikey risking life and limb for this great audience. Hoochie glide. It's a rally with a grab on the, kind of like a slob grab on the edge of the board. It's a slob scarecrow, really stylish trick, getting a solid grab on it. Coming back in heel side for a shifty backside 180, another stylish trick. And coming in, that is actually a really hard trick. That was a toe side Indy backside 180. Mikey's stepping it up in the style game. The thing with wakeboarding is some of these tricks that don't look as hard and flashy as, say, like a tantrum or a back roll can actually be much harder. I know that toe side backside 180 is a very difficult trick. Just it's really hard to get the pull on that, and especially to get a grab on it too is pretty impressive. Mikey setting up wide for something big. Nice and floaty method. Got a solid grab on that one. Going back in toe side. Slob toe 5. Slob is the position on the board that you grab it. I don't know why it has that name. Tail grab back roll. And toe 7. Landing wrapped. Coming back in heel side, tail poke, backside 1. Okay, Mikey coming back in. I think we're going to see some big stuff here. He's going to finish up his pass. Oh, nice. Going down on a toe side, backside 3. Let's hear it for Mikey, folks. All right, Mikey's swimming in, and we're going to get right to the awards part of the tournament.